How are you doing today, everybody? Welcome back to Felsbrunn. What we're going to do first of all is have a look at ourselves in the bodywork of our tractors. Look at that, so clean. Much better than it was before. The same with the combine harvester. Where are my sunglasses? Ah, it's better. Right, and also we have the weeder just here and the seeder. Not totally clean, but really they don't have to be. Now onto the Stewart trailer. As you can see, it has been fitted with some log sides. This is in the latest update. So obviously it's improving dramatically. This is going to be so handy, and we're going to try it out today because I have already put some logs on here before, but they did roll off because we didn't have these. So something I do need to say very quickly is please do not just go and search for this on the internet. Please do use the download link in my video's description. I don't make money off the link, so don't worry about that. It is just directing you straight to the official download place, which is the Facebook site for the modder, Blur Modding, and from there you can then pick the proper, genuine download link. So that way you're supporting the modder and not just somehow supporting some random person who has stolen it and re-uploaded it. And of course it's only attached to the gator because I have just transported it to the workshop to do these configurations. So that is looking, in my opinion, much better. And we can take them off again. They do just bolt on. So they'll be coming off when we do bales or pallet work or whatever. Although we probably could just fit pallets between them. But yes, bales. So let's put this away. The chickens, thankfully, have now started to spawn their eggs. In fact, here is a box now. Oh, wow, there goes the eggs. Ugh, they're leaking. I've broken the eggs. Anyone for an omelette? Well, there's my pile. Oh, I threw it. Couldn't get any worse. Yeah, so what we're going to do is in fact, we'll get the gator. If we position the gator just around here, we will put the back down and we'll start to load them into there. Once this is full, we'll take them over to the sell point and then we'll hopefully get quite a good amount of money. Forget the broken ones, they're fine. They're indestructible. We're hopefully going to be buying some more chickens today as well. I think we can afford it. So, yep, £50 a chicken or a hen. Seems like a pretty good deal, although it isn't that cheap, but for FS it's alright. It's acceptable. Right, there we go. I actually don't know how many are in each box, so we'll have to find out later. Oh! I am not treating these things well. That will do. So, the house, there is a vote in this video for those of you who would prefer me to live in a tractor, and yeah, for those of you who want us to put the money into haymaking equipment and all that sort of stuff. So please do vote if you'd like to see the house converted into a lovely big workshop or big shed, and the rest of the money put into machinery. This wheat field is about to be harvested, and the wheat is obviously for the chickens. We have to give them wheat to eat. You've spilt some. Oh no, wait, that sound could mean two things. It could mean, come over here chickens, I have some food, and it can also mean, oh, you've made a mess. Right, let's jump into the combine, and I do have a confession. It is that I accidentally sold the combine when I pressed escape to reload the game. It automatically saved. So it's back to 0 hours. But I did honestly pay to have the header serviced, and I did remove the money in the XML file for the combine. It was a few hundred. I think it was 170 for the header, and I think it was 300 something for the combine. I can't remember now, but yeah, just making it clear that it is on 0 hours, but I didn't cheat. Okay, so let's start. We're going to be dropping more straw. That's quite interesting, the different stubble types. This field here was oats, as you can see. This is wheat. It looks different. You might have to look on your own game to appreciate that properly, but you can see the difference. The wheat is more in a clump, and fewer of them. These are more individual. And despite it being 100% serviced, it is still struggling with horsepower. That turned out to be a crazy way of harvesting. Anyway, there we go, it's done. So, yeah, like I say, that is going to have to be all picked up. We do have the loading wagon to pick all this up with. So, we'll sell the majority of it. We just have to have some left over for the horses. And it looks like the horses don't need that much anyway, so, yeah. Potentially, £4,000 or £5,000 worth of straw here. Anyway, let's just close that up, and we'll take it back over here. The chickens also haven't consumed much food, but we don't have many chickens, so I'm not going to sell anything until I have bought more and studied the consumption. We definitely need to keep some in the trailer at all times, otherwise we could potentially run out, since we currently have no fields growing, so yeah, we have to make sure we have enough. The same with the oats, we need to make sure we have loads of oats. I think probably with the oats I'm going to keep 2 fields growing at the same time. The focus is going to be on the horses currently, but then if we do sell the house, we can put the money into something else, maybe even another field. It depends how much it's all worth. I don't really know how much the farmhouse would be worth. There's also 2 approaches I could take. We could technically sell it, but still leave it there, but not use it, never go in it, and then obviously get the money for it, or we could just completely sell it and put something else in its place. It doesn't really matter, it doesn't bother me at all. The current value is 168,390, so still pretty good. I thought house prices always went up though, they never go down. Okay, so here we go. Oh, crying out loud. That's becoming a habit. I need to be much more careful. We can fit certainly 4 in here if we position it properly. That is much neater. So if we can get 4 in there, put 2 in lengthways in there, we should be able to carry at least 6, maybe even more. I might just be picking these things up randomly without them actually being full. So there could be like 3 eggs in one of them. Let me just take a look here. Whoa, that's not looking good. Yeah, so into this page, 1 litre of eggs. So, yeah, I've probably just picked up about 3 litres worth. Still, it doesn't matter because I still want to experience the selling of them. In fact, we could go now because I do need to go and buy some more chickens anyway. It really is going to come down to where the sell point is for the eggs. So if I go on to this page, the best sell point currently is Port Northwest. So that is in that direction. Northwest. This is west. Kind of in that direction, but not really. They can just go for a drive then. I'll close the back up and they'll have to come back here. And I don't think we do have to drive there at all. We could just teleport, but it's not very realistic to just teleport. Whoa. Yeah, I've noticed there is a no collision camera mod now available for 19. I'm guessing that is just converted from 17, so it's probably not with the permission of the author, not too sure. When we have enough chickens producing loads of eggs, I won't pick up any of these boxes until there's loads of them there, because then you can guarantee they're actually full. Like I said, I'm probably just carrying around 2 or 3 empty cardboard boxes here. Chicken coop, and we need to spam this. Want to buy quite a few. And then we have a rooster. I don't know how effective the roosters are, but we'll get a few. We'll get a few of them. Get a few more of these. There we go. We're probably not too far off the limit. I think you can get 100. How many do we have? I'm not sure you can actually see how many are in there in total. You have to do the calculation, I assume. So maybe it would be wise to round them all off to 25, except for the rooster. 5 roosters, 25 of all these. It could be good. Okay, there we go. So we have 75 hens and also 5 roosters. So that's pretty good, really. 80 in total, space for another 20. Let's head back and see what they're up to. Hopefully they're very busy producing their eggs. So our fields do need to be looked at. I think maybe I need to put in some more oats in the other field. We'll probably do the whole field as oats. And this field here can be totally canola. because that way we can use the weeder to plant it. So that could be a very effective method. In a minute, what I want to do is take a look at the prices of the larger cultivators. I'm looking to buy one, not today, but very soon. We're going to have to get the money through contracts, or if we sell the house, of course. But yeah, ideally through contracts. I don't want to rely on that. They're horses. I'm learning. And here are the chickens. So, yeah, they're clearly very busy. Very, very busy. The consumption should increase. It should go down faster. That needs to be scooped up. Shame there isn't a hand tool, like a hand shovel, to scoop it up and throw it back in. We don't really need a tractor for this. But no, we'll leave them to it. It does say food, wheat, barley, only this full. Well, it's not an issue. We have plenty of it. I have visions of it taking the entire trailer. The entire trailer load, not the entire trailer. Maybe when we bought them, it took a load of food. Because it spread it out. It reduces the capacity of the trough. In fact, yes, that is exactly what it does. It did that on 17 as well. Unload side is left. Let's change it to right. There we go. Yeah, it took a fair bit. As for the horses, the work will be displayed here. We have a trainer who is training them every day, taking them for rides and stuff, and it's going to be 100% for each day. 11 PM, that is when it all gets calculated. So the value of the horse will increase. And it looks like they're fairly clean as well. Yep, so that's fine. These two are absolutely spotless. Okay, cover over, engine off, and time to jump into the store. This is a very exciting place to be, because there's lots of machinery which we could never afford. But we can browse. It doesn't cost a penny to browse. What are we going to go for? 300 horsepower requirement, so these are way out of our price and horsepower range. But this one here, this Stara, which can also drill, it can put canola in, the cover crop of oilseed radish and also grass. That is 24,000. That is a pretty good price, and we don't have to power harrow or anything first. It's all direct drilled. Obviously, we can't get rid of our other setup because that needs to be there for the wheat and barley and all that sort of stuff. But this is here for just cultivating or doing these other crops, because I think you can just cultivate. Pretty sure you can. And then for 28,000, we do have a much wider one, but it does require 220 horsepower, which is going to be pretty tough on our 145 horsepower case. And then, of course, we have subsoilers, which actually could be an absolutely fantastic option for us. Why wouldn't I get one of these? Because these work as cultivators. It does say it works instead of a plough, but unless they've changed that, it actually displays as a cultivated texture. You know what? Let's buy it. Fairly impulsive, but that isn't really that expensive. Very soon it's going to be dark, so I might just have to start things off and then we'll go to sleep. Complete the job in the morning. There it is. It is a metre wider than our power harrow, and we don't really want the power harrow anyway for this next field, for number 25, since we're not going to be doing the drilling straight away. It's going to be done afterwards with the weeder, so this is definitely the best approach to go for. I do say definitely quite a bit. Did I just deposited a road sign. It must be one I crashed into earlier. Got stuck underneath. What we're going to do, as I've already explained, is cultivate this field, but then after that we're going to use the Stewart trailer over there with the brand new logging sides, and we're going to go over to the same field, field number 25, and cut down some of those trees behind there. And I think we know that we can already get about £10,000 from the trees, and that was without having the sides, so we should be able to get even more trees onto the trailer. And to be honest, I would like to totally fill the trailer, since it takes about an hour to get up the hill. Okay, that was slightly exaggerated. Unfortunately, we can't really do both jobs at the same time, since this is the tractor with the higher horsepower required for the subsoiler, and it's also the tractor with the front loader, so not ideal. But anyway, we have an extra meter to work with here, so it won't take too long. I'll see you in the morning. The case was pulling absolutely no problem at all, so what I did is I put some double wheels on here, or dual wheels, and it's pulling that absolutely perfectly. This tractor is only 100 horsepower. I think the required horsepower of this thing was 160? 140. Yeah, that explains why the case was pulling it alright. But 100 horsepower clearly is capable. That's good to see. So, we can leave that to it. The weeds are not an issue at all because we are going to plant the field with a weeder. So, yeah, that couldn't be better. And we're going to go and get the log grab and the Stewart trailer. We're going to come back to this field so we can keep an eye on that tractor. And we're going to get some trees cut down and loaded up. Log grab is here. What? Helper F has completed their task? They were doing a good job. Why finish? Ah, you buffoon! You've already been here. Let's hope it can manage it this time. I even put a border around the field. Yep, that's good. That's the right way to go. Nice. I just realised this field doesn't really get much sunlight. The castle with the big mountain is blocking it. Right, back to what we were supposed to be doing, which is logging. So we have the log fork on the front and the modified Stewart trailer. I'm excited. This should be very interesting to see. Whoa, car, whoa. Ugh. Okay, this tractor is dirtier than I thought. I thought it was much cleaner. So that seems to be still continuing alright, it's good to see. The trees we're going to are just around the corner here. Obviously I can't really put the trailer on the road, although that would be the ideal place since it is flat. So this is going to have to be the next best thing, just putting it here. Oh, look at the sunlight coming through the trees. It's always been very realistic, that. Yeah, so we own all these trees just here. Let's just start cutting them down. Very destructive, but it's good money. There goes the first one. Although, you didn't need me to tell you that. Here is the second. Nice. Oh, and the third. Not the small tree. That's a waste. It can grow larger for the future. Oh, that is a big tree. And I guess this one here is just about the right size. Oh, it's actually bigger than I thought. Good. So that's enough to be getting on with. Oh, that's the road. Oh, they'll get past. So, let's take all the unwanted branches off. That really opens it up. And we can start to put them in the trailer. In half? I think so. They're a bit too long otherwise. If we cut them all about here. And into here. About there. Yeah, that should do. Oh dear. It would appear my stick is getting in the way. Good. Time to load things up. So first of all we'll go for the one which is blocking the road. Although it is very amusing watching a car not drive around that. There we go. Let's get underneath there. I would like to get both at the same time, but I'm not too sure if that's going to be possible. I'll try it. The grab is only really big enough for one. Okay, that should be almost the right position for it. Oh, that is pushing it, but we might make it. It could just pop out though. It's only just gripping it. Yeah, this is definitely one of the best ways to be doing this. I did have a few people say the best thing to do is to cut them up into really small pieces and then put them into like a grain trailer, but from what I've heard from various sources is that they're worth more as whole trees. So I'm not too sure if that is a good idea. Plus it's more work cutting them up. No, I did that badly. There we go. In fact, it might be a good idea to bring the trailer a bit further round. I might block the road anyway, it's just so much easier. Or just, yeah, we'll put it on the flat piece right next to the road. Just here somewhere. There we go. Okay, next logs. I think some of these trees are much smaller than I initially thought. These are quite small pieces. But it doesn't matter. Whoa, 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 whoa. That does. My atrocious driving. So in the next few days I'm hoping to get the Satec side panel set up again, although I think it's called the Logitech side panel these days, because it was very good for 17 and 15, and I'm now starting to miss it. Okay, there we go. Good. I think we have about 4 more. Oh, nice. 2 in the grab, except I've picked up an entire tree. So if we cut these at the same point, just there. Ah, yes. That's going to make loading much easier. Oh no! No! Well, the good thing is it looks good in the trailer, so if I never showed you my mistakes, you'd think I was really good at stacking logs. Or loading logs. Yes, I could really make this look good. We have just one more after this one, and then we'll take it over to the sell point. I'm assuming the other worker has almost finished. It's been going for some time, but it's been a great help. Oh, I didn't put it in far enough. That cement mixer just crashed into my trailer and shoved it all the way over here. I can't believe it. Just drove off, hit and run. And there we go. So they're all strapped on, and it looks like probably about £10,000 again. Maybe £11,000 worth. So let's go over to the sawmill, which is quite a long way from here, and it's up the very steep hill. So yeah, once we know exactly what our worker's doing, we'll head off. How's he doing? Is he finished? Yeah, I think it's finished. So next time we'll be putting the canola into here. The field over at the house is going to be oats. I'm driving with my foot to the floor, and I can never get over 22 miles per hour, despite it showing 26 on the cruise control. So I really don't know the reasons behind that. Is anybody else experiencing that issue? Here we go, 11 miles per hour. I will just sit back and enjoy the very slow journey up the hill. Here we go. We've made it. So I'll just press L to unstrap. And then we go over here. £8,268. Nice. So not quite the 10,000 I was hoping for, but we are back on £20,169. That's pretty good. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. And until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.